So what's my conclusion on the traditional Basque axe? Well, there's a lot of things I like about it. I didn't know if I'd like the short handle or not, but after using it, I did like it because it gave me so much control over the axe. I felt like I was intimate right up into my work. I was able to wield the axe. It felt like a real pure extension of my body. The shape of the head does not bite like some of the West Coast axes, and I think that broad shape like that kind of lends itself to a little bit smaller timber. I think it's just fine for something this size, but when we look at the patterns like the Puget Sound pattern from my Sager Chemical, where you see it's really narrow, it was important that axe was designed specifically for the giant trees of the Pacific Northwest, the big firs, the big redwoods, the sequoias, to really cut in deep, to get in deep and to bite, where you had to go and you had to remove so much material, where this doesn't go in that deep. But the nice thing about it is because it's wider and it doesn't go in so deep, it doesn't stick as bad, so it's less fatiguing that way. So it's just a very different design, but a very comfortable design, a very natural design. The handle is it takes a little bit of extra strength and grip, and I've tried it with gloves and without gloves, and the gloves were really important for me to hold on to it because it was so small. It does have that nice hook on it, which makes all the difference. If this was a straight handle, it would be very difficult to hold on to until you got upper body strength enough to handle it. But overall, I think it's a wonderful axe. The one thing that's a little disconcerting about it is the head, of course, is kind of wiggly. And so there's kind of always that fear when you pick it up that it's going to slide down and hit your hands. It never did that, but I think that I think I could improve upon this handle and make one that fit a little bit tighter, that wedged, so you didn't get that wiggly action right there. The other two don't do that. They fit tight, and it's not a big issue. And it never came loose. It's just something I would probably use it the way it is until I either broke the handle or I just wanted to make something a little bit different. You certainly could improve upon this handle if you wanted to make your own. Right there, you can see, yes, the handle has got to fit through the eye, right? I mean, that's the design of it. It can't load like what we're used to. But look how you could go bigger with that. You could go wider and still get it through there. I would maximize that and make the base of that handle as big as possible and yet still fit inside. Well, there you see it there. Still fit inside the what's from the top, the eye. Nothing makes me happier than when an axe manufacturer makes a nice sheath. And I think these are really handsome. These are actually, the leather on them is nice. It's a beautiful color. They're thicker and a better quality sheath than you get from than Grand Force Brooks, or especially from the Husqvarna axes, which are super thin, paperweight thin. I don't know why so many axes that you buy don't come with sheaths. It seems like the American axes, they don't want to give you a sheath. The European axes all give you sheaths. It should be a crime. I mean, when you get these things sharp and you want to take care of them, you want to have a sheath, you know, and just pay good money for like a good American axe, and it doesn't come with a sheath. I mean, even the Est-Wings come with a sheath, so that's a huge plus for me. I would look in that. I would consider that when I bought one, whether or not it had a decent sheath on it. So there they are, all three of them, each sheath custom made. They're all different size, but very handsome axes, very beautiful axes, and interesting, rich heritage on those as well. So again, thank you, John, and we'll looking forward to taking this big boy out there and seeing how it splits, because it is exceedingly heavy.